What's a bubble? It can be many things, but how many kinds of bubbles are there? We've got air bubbles, economic bubbles, bubble wrap, human bubbles, bubble gum. You've got bubbles in your drink. This one's different. We're here to talk about our bubble. We live in it and it's abstract. You can't see it, feel it, smell it, or touch it. But is it healthy to live in a bubble? Let's have a look. Please note there's more to it than just having a tropical drink under the shade of a palm tree. Terms and conditions apply. To begin, we have to go back to this time last year in Spain, in Noe's dad's old red van. They were on the way home from the airport and he cooked Noe up saying, "This life all you pro kiteboarders live in. It's the good life, travelling the world with nothing to worry about. You guys live in a bubble."
You guys live in a bubble.
But let's stop here for a second. What does it mean to live in this bubble? Well, to start with, only a few are fortunate enough to be here. And for that you need luck and skill. And by that I mean that you can't suck at kiteboarding. You then create attention by winning numerous contests and shooting photos and videos. And if you really are lucky, a company will see your work and hopefully give you very big amounts of cash to continue. That last bit's just relative though. Once you're in, you must go on to win more contests and gather even more coverage to secure your place in the bubble. First places, perfect wins, dreamy locations, new tricks, parties, fans, social media, fame. Well, it's not exactly like that. You'll most likely travel to the exact same place, to ride with the exact same people, and try the exact same tricks. Until you either get hurt, or very questionably land them. The thought of living in a bubble stuck in Noe's head for a few days. So he picked up the phone and called Craig about his concerns. He happened to be in a deserted island in the middle of the Caribbean, with a very poor connection. So they decided to meet up in person to discuss the matter. Noe quickly booked a ticket, grabbed his camera, and flew out to the adventure. Craig discovered the bubble quite late, but just in time to make a name for himself. In the park riding scene, he's one of the top riders with creativity and a unique style that he brings to the sport. He was meant to be working full-time as an engineer until he discovered this bubble, had a taste of it, and decided that no matter what, he was going to stay in it for as long as he could. Knowing what the outside world's like has pressured him into producing all the coverage he has to secure his place in the bubble for years to come. That being said, he's realistic. He knows this whole thing can't last forever, so in the meantime he's enjoying it as much as he can.
Rolling up the letters, suicidal pen letters. Gone and roll the credit, swerving in a Chevy, ready to land them hollow points. I'm coming for the fetty. I hate to disappoint you, slays me down in gray and black. Low out, riding in my grandma's Cadillac. Popping rocks, he's got 100 in my backpack. Full moon, so my eyes looking jet black. Just move back.
Fade away. Took a minute to get it lit and then even more to get it finished. Sipping Gatorade and take a ray. I rape the blade and blame the flame. I save the fame for later days. A gator change up in the lake. A burly fucking gaining brain. I train the pain by draining cake. I aim to rain, my vein is stained. I say the same, I never change. Don't pop champagne, I make okay. I stay away from flashing lights. I pay my way straight to the bank.
Smash and it's gone. Feel no emotion, 1 foot in the ocean, here it comes. Here comes the flood. Here comes the flood.
Coconuts. Coconuts all day long. Colleen loves coconut water and so does Craig. If they could, they'd never drink still water again. Craig and Colleen are in love and they travel the world together kiteboarding. How cute, ah. But as much as we'd like to talk about love, we must get back to the important matters and figure out what the bubble really is. We can't deny the fact, Colleen's a babe, and although she could totally smoke you in a game of kite, she has better things to do. Giving back to the sport through the events and clinics she organises are just a couple of the many things she stays busy with. During her travels, she not only goes kiteboarding, she loves to get involved with the culture and the locals. She's very aware of what humanity's doing to our planet, and her concern for the environment motivates her to reduce, reuse and recycle. But she aspires to do more and encourages others to do the same. Just look at Craig. Before, he used to drink his coffee in paper cups, and now he travels with a full quiver of reusable carriers. Injuries are our worst nightmare. And when you're pushing the limits hard, it's very easy to burst your bubble. Just like this. A bubble is a very fragile thing, and once you're out, it can be really hard to come back. Some of us are luckier than others. Tom wasn't lucky. He broke his ACL and was out of the bubble for 9 months. Tom was sad. Now he's back in the bubble, right where he belongs, and the smile's back on his face again.
Nobody knows it. Side to side, baby, back and forth. God above and the devil below you. Your reasons, I got my wants. Still got that feeling, but I'm too old to die young now. Too old to die young now. Above or below the ground. Yes, too old to die young now. Still the good Lord might lay me down. Round and round, round we go. What stops? Nobody knows it. Above or below the ground. Still the good Lord might lay me down.
In a time ruled by technology, and with the help of various devices, we can postpone injuries before shit hits the fan. Lewis learned about this the hard way, and now he'll not have a session without his helmet, impact vest, sunnies, and even the Bluetooth radio set. Some of us take bigger hits than others, but like they say, it's part of the game. The game. A game for kids to play at the beach. There's a group of people who play a far more dangerous game than the others. They play with the stronger winds. True kiteboarding. Time flies when you're having fun, and in this bubble, there's lots of it to be had. One day you stop and realise you're right where you always wanted to be. Who once was your idol is now your best friend. And what before was your dream is now the everyday. So what happens then? Travelling the whole year non-stop, doing contests, filming video projects, photo shoots, demos. It can be hard on you, and it's not rare to see people blowing their own bubbles. That's why it's good to stop for a second, smell the roses, and feed your soul with what feels right.
Spent 2 years of my life in a foreign land. Came home to my young wife and a different man. Saw 15 something bodies lying on the ground. Just one blink of my thumb laid the bodies down. Oh, it seems nightmares have become our dream. Life ain't just what it seems, still run by ancient schemes. And oh, it's true on the faces of those who know. Love knows where the money's gone. Try to get your hands on gold, but hey, while anybody trying to sing,
I did not become someone different that I did not want to be. But I'm new here. Will you show me around? No matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always turn around. Met a woman in a bar, told her I was hard to get to know, and near about impossible to forget. She said I had an ego on me, the size of Texas. Well, I'm new here, and I forget. Does that mean big or small? No matter how far wrong you've gone, you can always turn around. And I'm sitting places like a snake. It may be crazy, but I'm the closest thing I have voice reason. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come full circle and be new here again. Turn around, turn around, turn around. You may come
Stefan grew up surrounded by mountains and snow, in a place where the beach is something you can only dream of. Is it worth it to suit up with 6mm of rubber to ride on a frozen lake? Apparently so, and that just proves how beautiful our sport is. Luckily for him, the days of numb toes and ice-cold sessions are just a thing of the past. Now he gets to sip coffee in places like this and battles with the best in the world for the world title. Although he's been around for many years, Noe is still the youngest one in the crew. By taking a very different path than the average Grom of his generation, his cameras and quick breakthrough into the park riding scene, he finds himself in a place many can only dream of. Mixing up the film with the kite keeps it fresh and exciting. If one gets old, the other's there. Growing up traveling the world, he's developed a very unique point of view of what surrounds him. In fact, what you're watching now is just one of the fruits.
you never look so glum. Tell me how will we know they can't hear us coming? It's easy for me, I got a head start running away. Keep up for your disease spread quick. So how did you learn to be sick so cunning? It's easy to sing, but you just keep on humming along. Did you hear that? I got a real bad feeling. How many miles do you suppose they're keeping? Don't make a sound, they're not dead, just sleeping.
He needs no introduction. He's lived in the bubble forever. That's all he knows, and is probably the reason why he is who he is. On various occasions, Craig's tried to explain to him how it is outside the bubble, But even after all these years, he still doesn't quite get it. Aaron is a proper Englishman. 4 o'clock cups of tea and football games are keeping him somehow connected to the real world. The rest is in this bubble. 5, maybe 6 times world champ, 2.5 times king of the air. It's easy to say, but very hard to comprehend. His body might be paying for it, but for now, there are no signs of slowing down.
Yo, what's the deal, people? This is your man House 2, Detroit's finest. Ambassador of the world. We here with my man Charlie Tune. We at the fish market. Trying to take care of these munchies. I'm smoking these greens. About to have some catfish. All that good shit, man.
Yeah, well it's the slim fast grimace, try not to be last minute. Surpass limits, witness me shining like glass finish. One of the last apprentice in this music trash business. If you ain't prepared for the crash, your ass finish this up. Race against time, your face against mine. If you breaking your spine, I'm making the dime. Or if you taking your time and making it fine. To know the taste of rich wine, it takes immense grind. It's now. Time for us is now. Time for us is now. Time for us is hey, I'm from the land of disco breaks, blues and one-drop tunes. When enough man I die over gunshot wounds, where they can pack 7 people in the 2-flat room, sucking up the average human life like a new vacuum. Come back soon. Some of these folks are true raccoons, and you can get your rump shaking like that new Jack tune. People on the ad argue that winning is not probable, dodging top shotters and hoping they not robbing you. High stakes and no plan can make you understand that time waits for no man. I'm trying to make my Lindsay like Lohan. They glitch the matrix to fuck up the program for show, man. So to my fallen soldiers, you home free. You get to see the one and only before me. They say your man's life gon' be what it's gon' be. So I switch the game around, and now it's on me right now. Time for us is 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 now. Hey, yeah, while people's in front it, I keep it 100. Ladies love it cause I make them feel it deep in their stomach. While you peeping it, done it, I'm peeping you plummet. Gotta love it cause I'm keeping it coming, reaching the summit. Listen, the wave today is paved with praise, but they still don't know Morris Day's favorite phrase, and that is, what time is it? You'd rather deal with your wealth instead of making sure your mind is fit. And I'm convinced, I insist, that kindness is timeless. Open your iris when you rewind this divine script. Hotter than hollow points coming from a 9 clip, keeping them in line like your mom's when she rhyme with. Don't fall for that tight slick playing mind tricks, or you'll be swimming in the dark like a blind fish. See, you can lose yourself and let your mind slip, or gain control and tighten your grip. The time is now. Time for us 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 is.
We've travelled far away, missed flights, made friends, learned new things and fucked many. Cried, laughed, got drunk, hurt, and all sorts of skitsy. We've made it all this way portraying our bubble. And now, we look around at this wonderful, senseless, yet beautiful world. and realize we wouldn't want to be anywhere else. The bubble is what you make of it. It's what you want it to be. Come visit ours. You're invited. From the bubble, with love.
Your eyes slide down my throat. On your mind, there's a cold winter in Woodside, Queens, and I know that I'm a freak, so mean. I grab you by your ear till the cracks on your lips appear. I guess there is not much for you and me next year. Winter in Woodside, Queens, and I know that you're a freak, so mean. The things you dangle in my sleep, you're so ugly with good teeth. Why don't you lend your body one more time to me? Oh no. Frozen feet make me wanna keep staring at you till my heart feels the heat. Winter in Woodside, Queens, and I know that we are freaks, so mean. The things you dangle in my sleep, you're so ugly with good teeth. Why don't you let